Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Barakatam, Rakakadash. Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is your brother ISRAELITES from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And before I start, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Barakatham, Rakakadash. That Yahweh being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya. It's Yahweh, the creator of all, the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahushai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, signally speaking. And we give double honors to elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth day and night. Shalom to you and your households. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, the Bakar in the Hebrew, the house of David being rebuilt as we speak. Shalom to you. And finally, shalom to the speckled birds who are among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. The date today is November 11th of 2025, our hopeful year of salvation and the destruction of the nation of Edom. So there's a lot of events happening, brothers and sisters. It's kind of hard to keep up, but I think this was, the Spirit put this on me to bring this out. There's something we've touched on before, but the prophecy of the Hopi nation, okay, which goes into the Gadites. Okay, remember King David's prophets? They were the Gadites. They were what you would call the North American Indians. Okay, which that's a incorrect term. These are the Israelites dwelling in Arzareth, as 2 Ezra chapter 13 verse 40 says. And remember, our heritage was destroyed. Our heritage was taken away from us, according to the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and 49. Okay, so a lot of the tribes lost their heritage, but many of the tribes still have retained a lot of their information. You know, they hid a lot of this information. So let's go into that, because there's a lot of things happening in the here and the now, which happen to do with prophecies, which you would call the Hopi Nation. And not just the Hopi Nation, all the other tribes, and of course what's happening in the scriptures. Okay? So we're going to see what these individuals got to say, and we're going to wash it with the scriptures. So let's go to that. So this is one of the Gadites, and he's talking about, events that are happening. I believe this is recorded October, so only a month ago. And let's see what he's got to say. So this is fair use. This is not my video. I'm going to comment on it. I didn't produce it, but I'm going to comment it for the gospel's sake. So fair use. Let's see what he's got to say.
What I do know is that all the philosophies that natives have been speaking about from before 300,000 years or more.
And of course he's going off of that, okay? That the earth is millions of years old is it's hogwash. This is remember, this is the indoctrination of the so-called white man and his lies, okay?
Maybe 3 billion years before. We all know where we came from. And
we all know where we came from. Remember when Cortez asked Moctezuma, "Where are you from?" Moctezuma pointed to the east and said, "We come from where the land of the rising sun." Okay, Jerusalem. Okay, we know where we come from.
Now the change is going to happen very soon.
You hear what he said? The change is about to happen. Look at his face. The brother's happy, man. He knows this devil's about to go down. And look at his face when he talks about the change and the things that are about to happen. How America is going to be. Remember, the Hopi Nation talks about the destruction of America. These prophecies are in stone, thousands of years old, okay?
Next week. Yeah, we don't know. It could have happened already. With Three-Eye Atlas, we're really looking at that.
Three-Eye Atlas. Remember, this is the comet that's passing here, which they tell you that it's supposed to have a comet's tail, and it doesn't. That it's supposed to be red, but it's not. But it's blue, which coincides with the prophecy, and this is what he's going to talk about.
Object fulfilling the Hopi prophecy.
You see his face? Oh, snap! Hey, man, Gad is going to wake up at the last, all right? Gad's going to have the last laugh because the troop, overtake him. Look at his face. His brother's, hey, he knows what's up.
It's very, very, very huge. Oh, my goodness. And every tribe have been talking about it.
Every tribe, okay? You Judites, you Ephraimites, you Issacharites, you Zebulonites, all right? You Benjamites, all the tribe talking about this of what? Yahweh Mashiach coming back, man. That's what's up.
The change will come, and they have many words for it, Mahyo'o and all that. Right. And I was listening to some stories from these people, and they said, "Oh yeah, we know about that." I said, "But it's immense." What I do know is that.
So that's the point. Because you have to understand that this is prophecy from the Hopi Nation, which are Gadites. Let's see. So it is put in stone thousands of years ago. And I understand that you're like, oh, what's this? What's going on? So that's what it is here, okay? Hopi prophecy. A rock painting, okay? Because they never showed the devil where it was at. Because this devil would only destroy it or get rid of it. And this is explaining what this is. From the rising sun, the white brother, Pahana, okay, called the Edomites, is coming. They knew the white man was going to come, okay? It's prophetic. Deuteronomy 28:49, right? Carrying the missing piece of the Teponi tablet. Talking about the rest of the scriptures. Because remember, we had the scriptures, but they were not codified. They were not in the Biblios, which is Biblios is a Latin word being put together, right? Come together. So he's bringing what you would call the New Testament for the 10 tribes, which already had the Old Testament, okay? Remember, we physically had the Old Testament in copper scrolls, believe it or not. On the field edge is awaited by the elder of the fire family. Above him, here's a symbol of 4 corners. Okay, the 4 corners, which is Arizona, New Mexico area, right? That's what they call the 4 corners. The sacred Hopi land. High above Hopi start the transition, Salakia, to the 5th world. The 5th world would be the kingdom of heaven, brothers and sisters, all right? So, remember, this is prophecy of the Hopi Nation. Let's see, what else I'm going to say. Those who return to the ways given to us in the original teachings, okay, which is the scriptures, the law, statutes, and commandments, and live a natural life will not be touched by the coming of the purifier. And that's talking about the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? They will survive and build a new world only in the ancient teachings with the ability to understand the message to be found, right? Because not everybody can understand it. Only the elect of the nation of Israel can understand the scriptures. So that's beautiful. Okay. Okay. So this is the prophecy. This is the list of the things that you can even write get the book. It's called the Hopi Survival Kit, right, by Thomas E. Males, and it talks about this whole thing, right? The Hopi prophecy: World War III will be started by those people who first revealed the light, the divine wisdom, blah blah blah. It's talking really about Isaiah 14, the hidden counsel of the wicked, right? The United States will be destroyed. Is not that what we teach? Absolutely, and it's in the scriptures. The land and people by the atomic bombs and radioactivity. Where have you heard this before? Okay, but remember, they were saying this back in the 18th century, way before any of this. Okay, the war will be a spiritual conflict. Do not we always talk about that our war is not a cardinal war? That our war is a spiritual war. Okay, so the brothers are on point, saying exactly. Remember, because you have to understand that they might not have the scriptures, but they have the what you would call the crumbs. But we're bringing it. We have the cake. We have the whole cake. We're telling you where it is coming from. Okay, everything that is being said here, we can back it up with the scriptures. The war will be a spiritual conflict with material matters. Material matters will be destroyed by spiritual beings who will remain to create the one world and one nation under one power of the Creator. Yahweh. 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 The Creator. That time is not far off. We know. Okay, we've been telling you, brothers and sisters, that your salvation is closer than you believe. The fourth world, which is this world, which is Esau's world, shall end soon, right? 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 7. Esau's the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of thereof. Okay? And the elders everywhere know the signs over many years have been fulfilled, and so few are left. So what's left? The man of perdition to be exposed. Who is the devil? The so-called white man, the devil, right? And the mark of the beast. Revelation 13 and 16. Okay? So very few prophecies are left. What else we got? When the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people shall come unto the earth from many colors and creed. And that's talking about Revelation 9 and 7. Okay, we're going to read that. And classes, and by their actions and deeds shall make the earth green again. They shall be known as the warriors of the rainbow. Okay? So we have to wash everything that is said by the scriptures. And here's this elder. Okay, this elder already passed. I believe he passed in the year 2000. But he was teaching. You see here, he was teaching this from the 1970s. Because I have, on my other channel, I had him teaching back in 1972. He's one of the elders of the Hopi Nation, and the very few that knew. Not because just because you're the tribe, you don't know what's going on. No, you had to be chosen and to be broken down. Just like the elect of the nation of Israel. Everybody can read the Bible but not understand it. Not break it down like we do it. Okay, that's a gift and prophecy of the Lord. Let's get that. Let's get that. Salaki brothers. Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren, that I have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship God, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay? The spirit of prophecy, brothers and sisters. And these brothers have the prophecy. They've been teaching the prophecy for a long time. Okay, that's what they were left. Okay, you have to see that? The four corners, which is a Hebrew letter. Okay, a Paleo Hebrew letter. It's all there. If you can see, if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. Okay, Let's see what else we got. If you have anything else. I think that's to the point. This is Hosea 11:10. They shall walk after the Lord, and he shall roar like a lion when he shall roar, when the children shall tremble from the west. Okay, and let me get that. They're talking about the fifth world, which is the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Revelation 21:1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. Okay? And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem. Okay? And that's the elect coming down from heaven. Okay? After the destruction. Coming down from God out of the heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Okay, the joining of the Mashiach, of the groom, with the nation of Israel, which represents the woman. Okay, so prophecy, great prophecy, is happening. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, Genesis 49:1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you which shall befall you in the last days. Here he is, Genesis 49:19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. So that's what's happening right now. They're seeing prophecies that they have, and of course, they are happy. All the tribes know about this. Deuteronomy 33:20, and of Gad he said, blessed be he that enlarges Gad. He dwelleth as a lion, and teareth the arm with the crown of the head. Okay, it's talking about the scalping. Yeah, I guess we'll read that. Second Ezra chapter 13 was 40, and those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Shalmaneser the king of Assyria led away captives, and he carried them over the waters, and so come they into another land. Verse 41, but they took his counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathens and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. Okay. Verse 42, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in the land of their own. '43, and they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow place of the river. Verse 45, for though that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arzareth. Okay? Arzareth, brothers and sisters. Now, Arzareth have different names in the different tribes, right? Turtle Island, Pachamana, Abayayala, Chamanoak, Sipakana. These are all different names that the tribes had. And of course, we had all this information. Let me bring this out too, because this goes into something like the Maccabees. The Cherokee, the Cherokee or Cherokee, are Aboriginal people located in the state of Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee, and North Carolina. The alien legend of the Cherokee mentions Nuani beings, strange humanoid creatures with abilities such as teleportation, invisibility, and at will. Legend says they fought alongside the Cherokee during the battles against the local European invaders. Okay? Remember, this happened during the time of the Maccabees, that the angels came down and helped the Maccabees to fight against the Greeks. So, all this is prophecy, brothers and sisters. You have to understand that there are the prophets of Israel, but we have the book, right? And we have to filter through the book. So that's okay. And there's their language compared to the Hebrew, which is right on point. Okay, obviously it degraded over time. What is it called? The Old Negev alphabet. You can find this over Colorado, Arizona, and it's all based on the Hebrew. Okay, you might go into the Coptic, right? I think that's another one I have. But that's the point, brothers and sisters. These prophecies are happening, and nobody can stop them. Okay? The tribe of Gad is waking up, and there's nothing nobody could do about it, because this is all biblical prophecy. Call Halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Barakatham Rakakidash, and he that have ears let him hear. Shalom.